Thank you for trucking call me Cooley, guys. I appreciate all the information y'all saying about my content. I'm very thankful for that. I'm bringing you another video with some more great content. As you can see in the title, it says that how I got this far with the felony. Let's talk about it.
Don't panic, nigga, don't panic. Don't panic, nigga, don't panic. Shorty fell in love with a hustle. Man, I took her from a bus. Niggas keep talking like they know something. I slide on your bitch like she owes something. Don't panic, don't panic. We just getting started, nigga, don't panic.
Now, I've been contemplating about dropping this video for a couple weeks, you know, but I felt that there's always that one person or a few people that got one person or a few people that went through or going through the same thing that I went through. So I feel that if I can help one person, I'm cool with that, you know. And everybody has a backstory to how they become successful or on the way to success. But this is my story. So yes, I do have a felony. It's 10 years old. You know, young, you do dumb stuff, and what are you going to do? You got to take the charge, and you know, you got to deal with it, you know. But hey, I caught a charge when I was 19. I'm not going to go in detail about my charge, but I did catch a felony when I was 19. You know, out of high school, 1 year out of high school, caught a charge, you know. It is what it is. I didn't do any time, anything like that, but you know, I had to pay I was on probation, you know, probation for a year, and had to pay a restitution or whatnot. But anyway, I started doing, you know, anybody get out of high school, they usually do some type of warehouse work. So I caught that charge. I was doing warehouse work. You know, I couldn't get a job anywhere for the longest time. Nobody would hire me. Fresh felony, you know. So I pretty much, you know, warehouse work, making about 12. You know, I was making about, well, starting off, I was making about $9 an hour. And then, you know, the more time you did, you get an increase in pay. So I started doing warehouse work, making about $9. I think it was about $9.50 an hour, $9 an hour. And I stayed there for 8 years. 8 years. It took me 8 years to finally move forward and get another job, and was paying more. So 8 years in the same location. Long time. Just because the fact that I wasn't able to get a job nowhere else. Nobody would hire me. Oh, you got a felony. They're not gonna take you, you know. I don't want to say it was unfair, because life isn't fair. But I had to pay my dues. I broke the law, and I had to suffer. I had to pay my dues. It doesn't matter I was a good guy or not, you know. But in the eye of the workplace, they see as you as a criminal. So 8 years I did it. I did the warehouse for 8 years, the same place for 8 years. I didn't switch jobs or anything, because you know, I couldn't. But I did it for 8 years. It was tough. It was rough. You know, I had kids, child support. You know, everything coming on me. I was working my ass off to pay these dues, living check to check. Had to do what I had to do. I had to find a way, though. You know, that charge humbled me. You know, and I had to do what I had to do. So I did it for 8 years. Like I said, the year 2015, I was messing with this girl or whatnot. She was in the military, and she was, she was stationed in, she got stationed in Seattle. So an opportunity opened up for me. No, I don't have my CDL yet. Opportunity opened up for me, and I moved to Tacoma. She was stationed at a military base in Tacoma, and opportunity came up, and I moved to Tacoma for a little while, and got a better paying job, basically. After my 8 years at this warehouse, I finally got an opportunity. It opened up for me, and it helped me leave that place where I was at, because I felt like at one point I was content, and I felt like I just couldn't leave. So I just kind of been like, man, I'm just gonna stay here forever. But the opportunity opened up, and I moved to Tacoma. I stayed there for a couple months, and I moved back. I moved back to Virginia because things weren't working out with that situation. So pretty much how I got into trucking, my mom suggested, why don't I get my CDL? I kind of brushed it off and shrugged it off a little bit, and I gave it some thought, and I gave it some rewinded back before I got my CDL. I came back from Tacoma, and I got this other job, another warehouse job that was paying me $17 an hour. This is after my felony is now 7 years old. Right, yeah, 7 years old. 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, 7 years old now. I'm back in Virginia. My felony is now 7 years old. I got this job at Reynolds making $17 an hour. I was like so hyped that I was making this money. It was third shift. It was cool, and I was working nights. I was working like I said, third shift. I was working like midnight to 8 o'clock in the morning, making $17 an hour. I thought I was never gonna see that. I don't have a college degree or anything, and I was hyped, making this money, but it was not enough. I still wanted more. Like I said, my mom suggested CDL. So I stayed at this company for about, let's see, I got in February. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months. 6 months. Now, I was working nights, so I was able to go to trucking school on the weekends, because I only work Monday through Friday. I was able to go to trucking school on weekends, and I completed trucking school, passed my test, and now I got my CDL. Okay, so I was like, man, I'm ready to make some real money. I'm ready to make that $40,000 a year plus, $50,000 a year plus, hype, and I started off at Coca-Cola. And if you see my previous videos, I talk about it a little bit. I started off Coca-Cola. I knew how to get my experience in trucking. I got my year. It was hard work. I said, what the hell? I did Coca-Cola for a year. Then I went to PFG, and then I went to JB Hunt. Now I'm an owner-operator. Moral of the story is, man, I didn't accept no as an answer. I kept going. I kept trying, I just kept going. I kept trying, and no was never an answer. Like I wanted more, I wanted to be my own boss, but I didn't know what to do it in. And while I was in trucking school, owner operator was pretty much, it was brought up from the instructors, and I was really interested, but I knew I had to get my experience first. So, and I knew the right time was for me to jump ship to do that. But like I said, moral of the story is, don't let a felony stop you from what you really want to do. Don't let a felony stop you from making this paper. It's so much money out here. There's a lot of people gonna say no. You're a criminal. We don't want nothing to do with it. You know, even I dealt with it in the trucking too. Before I got into a lease purchase, I tried to do a lease purchase with Prime and Dart, KLM. They said no. They told me no. You have a felony. It's not 10 years yet. When it's 10 years, come back and holler at us. And I was like, that's crazy, you know. So that didn't stop me though. I kept looking, and I found a small carrier that took me on, and you know, and this is why I grind so hard. I'm out here running. I've been here almost a month now. You know, I grind real hard, work real hard, and I know what I want, and I know what I want to do. You know, and I want to have multiple trucks. I mean, to do that, I got to grind hard to get that. You know, I don't slack. You know, I also got my kids. You know, I'm making sacrifices out here to provide for them. You know, I got a great support system. You know, I got all this going on. You know, everything ain't peaches and cream. You know, I go through my little hurdles. You know, but that does not stop me from doing what I need to get done. You know, I keep trying. I find the ins and outs of things. You know, and I take advantage of that. You know, and I just wanted to bring this. I actually did this video because there's a lot of people out here that have a background and don't know how to move forward from it and to succeed. You know, and this is how I did it. You know, and it's working great for me. You know, and in my mind, I gotta work triple times as hard as an average person that doesn't have a background, or you know, and that's always gonna be my mindset. I always gotta work triple times as harder than the average person, and that's what it is. You know, doesn't matter if my felony is 15 years old or 10 years old. You know, you gotta work harder. Especially when your felony is fresh, under that 7 years, you gotta work hard. You gotta work hard to get to the next level. You can't accept no. No is not an answer. You gotta keep going harder and harder and harder and harder until you get to where you need to get to. I'm not gonna bring this video out too longer. They're not gonna let me do 15 minutes long anyways. And my motto is always, that's why I always say, man, at the end of my video, stay humble, be patient. Because I'm very humble and I'm very patient, you know, and that's what that's what you need to get through y'all's head, you know. So I'm gonna end it like that. I'm gonna leave all my information in the description for y'all to hit me up. I'll holler at y'all later. And once again, stay humble, be patient. I'll holler at y'all later.
Don't panic. We're just getting started, nigga. Don't panic. But don't panic. We're just getting started, nigga, don't panic. Talking fifth scale, got the whole salmon. See you fuck niggas from 4 planets. Just getting started, nigga, don't panic. If you a star, I'm a whole planet.